Hello, everybody. I am Bishop Kakra. This Christmas, I have a wonderful suggestion for you. The perfect Christmas gift. 3 of my books, personally autographed by me, that you can send around the world to your loved ones and friends. It will be a blessing to you. I want you to just order this book and we'll deliver it worldwide to whoever you want to send a Christmas greeting to. My announcer will be coming with details of this wonderful offer. God bless you and have a lovely Christmas.
Option 1. Buy all 3 books for a bundle deal of 75 CDs with delivery to any location in Ghana. International. Buy all 3 books for $30 with free standard delivery. Option 2. Buy any 2 books for a bundle deal of 55 CDs with delivery to any location in Ghana. International. Buy any 2 books for $20 with free standard delivery. Option 3. Buy 1 book for 35 CDs with delivery to any location in Ghana. International. Buy 1 book for $12 with free standard delivery. Place your order on Facebook by posting promo at the comment section or message window. International free delivery applies to locations within the UK, US, Canada, Europe, Asia, and South Africa. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This message is brought to you by the friends and partners of Kakra. Welcome to Air Power with Kakra, teaching the nations with signs and wonders. Kakra is the senior pastor of the Morning Star Cathedral, Lighthouse Chapel International, Accra, Ghana. Now, today's message.
Welcome to today's broadcast. Kakra has been sharing on a subject titled Remembrance. He introduced his subject by explaining that God's plans for us are bigger than we think. Today he continues. Stay tuned in.
Ephesians chapter 3 verse 20, it says, "Unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you ask or even think." So if you check the Bible, anybody that God called, the person told God, "I don't think I qualify for this assignment." God called Moses. In Exodus 4 verse 10, Moses said, "I am not eloquent, neither heretofore, nor since thou hast spoken to thy servant." He said, "I'm a poor speaker. Send somebody else." The plan was beyond him, bigger than himself. Most of our plans are self-centered. Your happiness, your family. But once you start following the Lord, he gives you bigger vision beyond yourself. But the question is, what is the chain reaction that brings us to this place? Number 1, the ability to remember the word of God. Says, remember the word of God. For this plan to come to pass, be it your ministry, be it your business, be it your family, the chain reaction starts with observing to do. All the commandments which I command thee this day shall you observe to do. God was telling them that, listen, if you want my plans for you to come to pass, number 1, in the chain reaction, always remember my word and obey it. Step number 2, he said, if you obey my word, it causes you to live. Here, when God says live, he's not talking about living physically. He's talking about spiritually being alive. Live. So, for example, when God put Adam in the Garden of Eden, he said to him, "Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden thou shalt not eat of it. For in the day that you eat thereof, thou shalt surely die." Genesis chapter 2 verse 17. God was not talking about physical death. He was talking about spiritual death. One thing that happens when people die is that you can't communicate with them anymore. There is no communication. So when Adam sinned against God and he died, the communication between him and God was cut. So for you to arrive at God's promises, what has to happen is that God has to keep on communicating with you. Because when you are guiding somebody, one thing that you need is communication. But when the person is spiritually dead, you cannot communicate with the person. Because spiritually, the person is dead. And for you to reach your destination, God has to keep on communicating with you. One day I was on the phone with somebody and directing him to get to my house. As I was communicating with him, his battery ran out. So because his battery ran out, for the next 2 hours, he was roaming around trying to find my house because he had lost communication. When you lose communication with God, instead of arriving at your destination in record time, for the next 5 years of your life, 7 years, you can just be wandering around because you have lost communication. You know, God is the only one who knows how to direct you to your destiny. That is why, as a Christian, you must always be in touch with Him. But if you don't do the first one, the first reaction, which is obey the word of God so that you may live, what happens is that it blocks your ears spiritually. Disobedient people find it difficult to hear the voice of God. Because it makes you spiritually dead, it also makes you spiritually deaf. So you realize that then it becomes difficult for the Lord to direct you. So you will be moving and you don't hear anything. Why? Because you're not alive. You are dead. And dead people do not communicate. But you need constant communication with God who sent you to arrive at your destination and to arrive at the plan that God has for your life.
Thanks for joining us on today's broadcast. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the 3 P's in the puzzle of how remembering the Word of God brings God's plans to pass in our lives. Before we leave, here is a praise report to boost your faith in the Lord. I am 5 months pregnant. Dear Kakra, last year September I wrote to you concerning the fruit of the womb. You replied that you had prayed for me. Glory be to God, I am now 5 months pregnant. I thank God for this miracle.
Thanks for your time. You can contact us, seek counseling, ask for prayer, order today's full-length message, or order books through the following means. Call us or message us on WhatsApp to +233 55 700 9010. Send an email to info@kakrabaden.org. You can also make a regular call or send a text to +233 20 7575 215. Our office hours are 10 a.m. to 1600 hours GMT. Finally, write to us, share your testimony and how this broadcast has been a blessing to you.